Hello everybody, Princess and the Bear here, and today we're here for a hotel tour.
Yes.
We're going to do a little different format today, but we went to see the new Disney Riviera Resort next to the Caribbean.
It's been a while since we've been able to wander and explore a new hotel area, so it was really fun to see the Riviera from the time that it started being built. We got to watch the trees be cleared and the dirt and the progression of the construction, which we do have some video of.
And the scrim go up.
Yep, and we'll put a link in the description box down below for that construction stuff. It's very Frenchy.
Frenchy or Italian or...
Confused.
Apparently the theme of the hotel, I mean, if you've looked at it, is that like one side is supposed to be more Frenchy and the other side is Italian, but it's French and Italian Riviera. Either way, it is a very Riviera style vibe. You're all down on the water. There's lots of like cafe and lounge tables. You have water features everywhere.
The view from the water is so beautiful. You have a lovely overlook of the Caribbean. They did a really nice job connecting the Riviera and the Caribbean, so it's very easy to walk. If you want to just take a stroll in the morning, let's say, well, if you're staying at either hotel, you can and take in some of the atmosphere of its sister hotel.
Short walk.
Very short. And the gondola station is beautiful.
The gondolas probably fit in better with the Riviera than any other hotel because it feels like a very French vibe to have the gondolas like floating in over the water every morning, and then like, I mean, depending on where you are in the hotel, especially if you're facing the Caribbean, it's like floating right into the hotel, even though it's like outside in the back. But it's a very, very nice fit. There's a beautiful hallway leading up to the Skyliner that has like a Tangled mural and then a Peter Pan mural
and there's some fountains. It's very beautiful to just kind of sit there. There should be some more decorations coming soon. It did look like it was still sort of under construction as far as putting on its finishing touches.
It's like 90%.
Just 95%. Like the Grandestino, it when it opened, it wasn't ready per se, but
the mural choices did seem odd to me though, because it's like
Peter Pan and Tangled.
Yeah, it's like surely you had something else you could pick from. Not that I have a problem with Peter Pan. And
because Peter Pan is... Oh, British? I guess it's England. And Tangled
is made up.
I thought the Tangled was French, maybe?
It looks French-ish, but I mean...
Or the story of Rapunzel. Actually, no. I think Rapunzel is German?
Let's look that
I don't remember. I'm pretty sure it's Grimm's.
If you guys know, let us know.
Let us know in the comments, because we're idiots.
But, I mean, they have other...
Actually.
Oh, smartphones. They have other properties that they could have used. Not that I'm hating, because the murals are beautiful. Don't get me wrong. They're absolutely stunning. I wish that more hotels had that big a splash of Disney. It's just that I felt that there were other properties that probably would have fit the theming a little bit better. Hell, Pinocchio for even. But either way... They're beautiful murals.
So Peter Pan is obviously English and Rapunzel is German. Oh. So
neither.
Yeah, neither one of those have anything to do with France or Italy. They could have picked Ratatouille and Pinocchio.
I feel like Ratatouille would have been like perfect fit.
Yeah. Well, there was no Ratatouille. There was really cool. I thought was really cool. They had movie posters all over the hotel from France. So you got to see like your traditional Disney movie you like, but then like a French poster.
Everywhere, like all along the hallways and on the bottom floors.
On the
first two floors.
First two floors, so your ground floor that actually leads into the court.
So the bottom floor by the airline checkout, and then that leads down into the Primo
Piatto, yes.
And then there's like
play area outside with the turf.
On the lobby floor, going like to the rooms and The left side when you walk in the lobby.
Yeah, because the right is DVC.
They're in odd spots.
There's a lot of DVC showings going on there, so it kind of creates a little bit more congestion in those smaller hallways. The lobby is very small. I'm not exactly
Given
sure
the hotel,
why.
Yeah, it's a little on tiny
It's so
side.
I mean, like the outdoor stuff is so spacious. There's seating everywhere, but the lobby is just so tiny, and you have a huge DVC hub there.
The parking lot's a little bit confusing.
The parking lot,
because every day that we went in, we were told to park in a different spot. It's like,
that's true.
Oh, go to the stop sign. Like, there's like, you will drive in and there's like 3 stop signs.
There's east and west parking lots, so you have to go wherever security tells you, east or west.
So the east is the small one. The west one has like 3 separate lots. One of them leads like all the way back around in the Caribbean, so it's like you could be walking basically from the Caribbean up to your room if the hotel is like fullish.
And you don't valet.
Right.
Yeah, I thought that the west parking was nicer. It was a better way to get into the lobby, but then like the east parking was easier to go to Topolino's.
Yeah.
So if you're gonna go for dinner, you definitely want to go over to the east, because then you have like a quick side door into the elevator that takes you right up to the 10th floor for Topolino's.
It definitely owns like it's like Riviera vibe. There's like nice overhangs for rain basically everywhere. And then like even out front where normally you wouldn't see it on many of the Disney hotels, there's like cafe style seating all throughout the front entrance. Yeah. And then like the side entrances have the same thing. There's chairs and tables. They want you to kind of like sit back and relax. And the whole hotel kind of has that vibe, because there's the store right when you come in, but then there's plenty of couches to sit and chill in the lobby. But then you have a coffee shop cafe right when you come in. Right after you pass that, there's a like gorgeous like library lounge study that has like board games for you to play,
bunch of Walt stuff,
long tables, like a bunch of, oh my god, this hotel and the Walt stuff.
It was so awesome
everywhere
to see the tributes to Walt everywhere.
It's like classic framed black and white Walt
memorabilia
everywhere. It's like his hats and his camera and glass cases.
Mickey's.
And this hotel really celebrates Walt in a big way, which is beautiful.
Nice. I kind of wish they would have done that. Okay, before I finish that sentence, they did do it to an extent, but I kind of wish they would have done it a little bit more at Gran Destino. Gran Destino has some beautiful Walt art also, but it's not as good as the Riviera. Even though that one painting of Walt at the Barcelona Lounge is like so gorgeous.
I just feel that the Gran Destino Hotel has a sort of different purpose. Like, the Riviera Resort is a DVC resort. DVC is like front and center.
Yeah, that's true.
And while the Gran Destino technically is a DVC tower.
Is it?
I believe it is.
We're not DVC, we don't know. If you're DVC and you know, tell us in the comments.
The fact of the matter is that everything at Coronado serves the convention center. Because that convention center is always doing non-Disney off-site things. Now, a lot of the convention centers do that. That's not odd. But Coronado's is always busy.
Yeah. Well, and it's got a great location for a conference.
It's right on the edge of property, so you don't have to, like, get deep into property and get backed up by lines at Magic Kingdom or Epcot or anything else. So it's away from everything. It has a fairly decent view, but I just feel like Gran Destino is Disney, but less obvious Disney because it serves so many corporate outside clients.
Okay, I can see that.
Whereas the Riviera is all in Disney, right in your face.
Which I thought was interesting because I feel like Caribbean, that hotel, is probably one of the hotels on Disney property that has kind of the least like Mickey-fied stuff. Outside of like Coronado. Yeah, there's the pirate room, but there's not. We haven't stayed in the pirate room, so I don't know how Mickey it is in there. I don't know if it's like as decked out as a Tiana room.
I want to sleep in a pirate ship.
I would love to do the pirate room. We should totally do room review there.
Maybe. But I mean,
tell him to do a room review there in the comments. Tell him we need to do more room reviews.
I love Disney hotels, but they're so expensive. expensive.
Yeah, I that's the other thing too about the Riviera. We've been to every food location. We've done breakfast, lunch, and all of them, or breakfast or dinner. We've tried their specialty drinks. The food is really good, and we'll put links to all of those places that we've eaten at already in the description box down below. But I feel like, just like Galaxy's Edge, some of the things are a little overpriced, whereas I could go walk over to the Caribbean and get maybe not as high quality food, but for much cheaper than what they were offering.
Topolino's character dining is about standard price, but
that wasn't bad.
Dinner is a little bit more on the expensive side. It's like a Jaico range. Now it's Jaico nice.
I would say it's equal to Toledo. I feel like it's a Toledo vibe.
But like some of the drinks
maybe.
And everything else, I think, it's the food a little overpriced.
So drinks, like the specialty drinks we got were somewhere between like $14 and $16, I want to say.
Like $14 to $18.
And specialty drinks we got are like $10 to $12, so...
A little bit on the pricier side. I posted some initial reactions on Twitter, and if you're not following us on Twitter, I mean, I understand Twitter's kind of a trash pile, but I do sometimes we post sort of like initial reactions or behind the scenes things on Twitter or other social medias if you guys want to follow those. But one of my big worries is that like Riviera has like a nice courtyard looking over the water, which is beautiful. But I mean, for any of you that have been here for any length of time, or locals like us, it rains in this state a lot.
We got to witness the rain at that hotel also, and I thought they handled it rather nicely. They didn't cover up some of the outdoor furniture or bring some of that in.
Cloth.
So it's waterproof. It is. So I just feel like that is gonna wear in the heat after like one summer. They're gonna have to replace
after like 2 rain showers. Waterproof in this state doesn't really mean a whole lot.
Well, it means when it rains, the water glides off the furniture, so it doesn't retain any water. Flat surface, yeah, but it'll still glide off.
But again, being cloth, it's going to soak up that moisture. That was one of my worries. Over time, we'll see how that turns out. It's not like Disney is opposed to like tweaking and changing things.
Yeah, I'm sure that furniture is going to be gone soon.
A lot of the tables, like luckily along the water, have umbrellas, which is fine. Yeah. But some of those couches that sit up there right now under the little AstroTurf thing they have, because they have like a little huge chess set and swings. I expect some of that to change over time.
They should move those under the awnings that they have instead, so that you sit under that and then they don't get sun weathered and they're kind of protected against the rain.
We shall see. It's still early because they're putting the final tweaks on the hotel. Maybe that's not permanent. You never know. That's the best part about Disney hotels is they change and they evolve. Not as quickly as the parks do, but it does happen.
It is nice to kind of just go and see that because it is a whole different experience. Disney experience. Instead of the hustle and bustle of the parks, every resort has something unique to them that they do. So it's a great thing to put into your vacation, just doing a resort day. And I personally find it more fun to go hang out at the resorts than to go do like a Disney Springs day. Because what are you going to do at Disney Springs besides shop and eat? And you can eat at the hotels. You can shop, maybe not as much at the hotels, but...
And the Riviera is a really resort that sort of like, I feel in its language, makes you want to go eat outside because you come downstairs. Yeah. The Primo Piatti on the bottom floor is an awesome quick service CR view for that. But it's very small on the inside. But then they're sitting outside. So it's one of those things like where you want to sit outside. And even like, I love the uniqueness of their pool bar because it's like next door to Primo Piatti, but it's not outside. Like it's sort of like the Caribbean, so it's like under its own awning.
Banana Cabana.
Yes. And then it's like built-in heaters and fans.
Oh, that was amazing.
Its own seating. It's super comfortable. It was so crowded in the quick service that we just took our food to go and walked right over and sat in there. Better drinks anyway.
Yeah. So,
a lot bigger menu.
And go see Becca if you ever go over there.
Best bartender.
She's awesome.
But, I mean, as far as the resort, I love it. We didn't really get to go around the pool. The pool for a resort, Disney Resort, is a little tiny size.
It's tiny.
Super tiny.
But the redeeming part is that you can go to the really cool Coronado pool. Of course, sorry. Caribbean pool and go like swim in that pirate fort.
It does have its own gelato stand though.
Yeah, that's kind of cool.
That was kind of random.
Part of the whole Italian thing, you know?
Yeah. Again, Italian, French, it needs to make up its mind. It's kind of confusing.
And it had two, like, it seemed like they really focused on creating more of an adult experience area because the main pool was beautifully designed. It was all like cool and funky. There was the really awesome Marble Kid splash area, and that was all in its own little gate with the gelato, so great for kids and families. But then across from that was a separate small pool, not a lot of people there, mostly adults, really quiet,
completely surrounded by hedges.
Yeah, surrounded by hedges, so you had a little more privacy.
I see you, Disney.
It felt a lot more mature, so I feel like that is some part of the resort experience that Disney has lacked in at other hotels that they did really well at the Riviera.
Maybe they're learning from some of their like higher price partner hotels around
like
the Waldorf.
The Four Seasons. The Four Seasons did a really good job. They have like 6 pools or something. We walked around there. They have each pool had its own like age range and targeted demographic, which was nice. So
but, yeah, I mean the hotel looks pretty. It's going to be a nice hotel. I hope the prices come down just a little bit so we can stay there.
They're not going to.
I do sort of want to see one of those studio rooms to see exactly how small it is for ourselves.
You can always take a tour. The tours are free. You can sign up for them anytime.
You could.
If you ever see one of those like kiosks with a cast member who wants to give you stickers and there's like one of those books, that's a DVC stand. They'll talk to you about the DVC. You can pick what resort you want to go tour.
They'll talk your ear off, and then your eyes will roll back into your head.
But if you want to do a timeshare, you're interested, you just kind of want to see what it looks like, they might
bribe you with the fast pass for 3.
Yeah, maybe a Mickey dessert or something. They do.
Ice cream.
Yeah.
I think last time they offered us ice cream.
Yeah, they offer the Mickey
vegan and lactose intolerant. But hey, whatever, I appreciate the effort. But it's definitely a resort I think fits well into the Disney. This has me very excited for Reflections. Because
I'm excited for the Star Wars hotel.
Is this pretty? The next couple Disney hotels are going to be absolutely amazing.
Oh, Reflections is what the Fort Wilderness Hotel, the one that's in between Wilderness Lodge and Fort Wilderness is going to be called. I'm really excited for that.
Jungle Pocahontas theme.
Yeah, there's going to be a Grandmother Willow in there. How cool is that?
That's going to be pretty awesome. And of course, you know us. We'll be there. Restaurants,
we will.
Hotel tour.
We'll go everywhere.
Is there anything else you guys would like us to see or do in any of these hotels? Go back, revisit. Hotels you think we should stay in and do a room review? If you like this format, all of these things, you know where to tell us in the comments. And if you want to see other videos like this, hit the notification bell. And we will see you soon.
Be sure to subscribe.
You heard the girl. When was the last time you saw a fire pit, Princess?
It's been a while since we've done a hotel review, and my favorite thing to do every time we see a fireplace is